Hi everyone, this is Dummies Live, and today's video is going to be a live commentary, and I'm going to tell you guys a story on how I almost died. Now, this is going to be a very interesting video for you guys out there. I mean, especially because I don't tell this story to a lot of people. There's only been a few people that I've actually told this story to, and you guys are going to be, I guess, one of the few people that know about it. So let's get this started. So me and my friends, when we were teenagers, we would pretty much like go up to the local shops. We would either walk up there or we would ride our bikes. Like, we didn't have cars and none of that kind of stuff. So we would go up to the local shops, like, just to hang out. For instance, we would go to Blockbuster, check out the movies, the games that they had and all that kind of stuff. Or we would even rent movies or games. Now, we would also go to Walmart and, you know, check out the new games they had and play the games that they had on display. And that's the kind of stuff that we would do, like, every now and then. Of course, like, we would always like buy the latest games like whenever they came out, but for some reason, I guess just to get out the house, we would go up to those shops, like, you know, just to hang out and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we would do. Now, this one day I had school and I had to return a movie. The name of the movie was Sixth Sense. And the funny thing is, like, I rented the movie and I didn't watch it. And a lot of times that would happen. Like, I would rent a movie and I wouldn't watch it. And I guess I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch it this day. I'm gonna watch it this day. Then eventually I'm like, screw this movie. It's garbage. I don't know why I rented it and I'm just not gonna watch it. So I didn't watch the movie, but I did have to return it. So I'm at my friend's house pretty much after school, and I get on my bike. I started riding towards Blockbuster, and I guess I could give you guys the street. It really doesn't matter now. So I'm crossing the intersection of Sandpiper and West Belford, and out of nowhere, this huge SUV, I remember it. It was a Ford 4Runner or something like that. I don't know if it was a Ford. Whatever a 4Runner is, like whatever company makes that car, that's what I was hit by. So it was like this huge SUV, and it hit me, and I was popped up into the air. And I was also knocked onto the sidewalk. So like, I was hit pretty hard by this SUV. I think the girl had to be going like maybe 20 or 30 miles per hour or something like that. It was this underage girl. She wasn't supposed to be driving. She was like driving her parents' car or something like that. She didn't have a license and the insurance wasn't in her name and all this kind of stuff. And she wasn't supposed to be driving. So she hit me and she decided to keep going. Like, you guys imagine that? Like, you're hit by a car and the person does not stop to try to help you. They just burn off and keep going. And I was hit by the car and I get up to like, whoa, like, ooh, what just happened? And to be honest with you, I wasn't supposed to even be standing. I was able to stand after I was hit by a SUV going 20 to 30 miles per hour. And it was pretty remarkable. I'm sitting there like, whoa, what the heck just happened? Because like, at that point, I wasn't feeling any pain. I guess when your adrenaline is flowing, like, you don't feel the pain. And there was like no pain for me at all. But I had people around me like, whoa, what's going on? Like, hey, sit down, man. Don't stand up. Sit down, sit down. It was a bunch of people that were around because, like, at the time, like I said, you know, we had just got out of school. And I was pretty much going to Blockbuster. So, you know, these kids, they were getting out of school too. They were getting off school buses and they were going home. So it was like a lot of traffic, like in the streets and all that kind of stuff. And people were just telling me to sit down. I seen like all my other friends and stuff like that I knew from school. And they're like, yo, man, you got to sit down, man. You shouldn't be standing and this and that. And like, people were just shocked by just what happened. And this one lady, like, I don't remember her name or anything like that, but I've seen her multiple times in my life. And she ran this girl down with her car. She's like, hey, you need to go back to the scene. You need to go back to the scene because the girl basically did a hit and run. And she was like demanding that the girl go back to the scene. So one of my friends from school, I see them and I asked them, can I use their phone to call my mom? You know, I call my mom, like, Mom, I got hit by a car. So she shows up to the exact spot, the intersection and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sitting there, you know, laying down in the corner because people were telling me to sit down and all that kind of stuff. So she shows up and she's like going crazy, you know, like a mom sees their wounded cub, you know, they're like freaking out, you know, she's like, you could have died, this and that. She was like so worried. So then someone called the EMTs and they show up and they're asking me all these kind of questions. They put me on a gurney and all that kind of stuff, or whatever you guys want to call it. And I remember my back just hurting. It felt like my back was on fire. It felt like I had a flame of like 500 degrees, like on my back. Like I remember just being in so much pain because at first, like my adrenaline was flowing. I wasn't feeling any pain. So after they told me to sit down and calm down and all that kind of stuff, like I felt the pain. The pain was like starting to set in. And I remember like getting tired. So the person that was like taking care of me, he was asking me like all these questions, like, do you play sports? You know, what school you go to and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, I play football, and yeah, you know, I go to such and such school. And my back was just on fire. And I'm telling the guy, I'm like, man, my back hurts, like my neck hurts, and also like my legs and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I get to the hospital and my family's there, like everyone's like waiting on me and they're worried and this and that. And I remember them doing x-rays, MRIs, and all that kind of stuff. And after everything came back, pretty much like I had a fractured knee, my left leg, the bottom part of it was broken. And I didn't have to get like any screws, anything like that, but they were both fractured. My knee, my leg was fractured. Also, like I had some pain in my back, pain in my neck. And honestly, it's just a blessing to God. And I don't think I'm not gonna say I don't thank God enough to be alive, because to be honest with you guys, I could have died. Like I could have went under that Ford 4Runner or whatever it was called. I could have went under that car. And it's crazy, man. Like it's insane that I'm even alive today. And I honestly should thank God a lot more. And it's not that I'm being selfish. I guess I just don't think about it. And I got a bunch of other stories to share with you guys, and I just wanted to share this one. And I think that it was just something that you guys should definitely know. Now, lucky for me, I didn't have like any after effects of this. Like I don't walk like with a limp or anything like that because of broken bones. I'm not on crutches. I'm not crippled, like anything like that. And I'm just lucky to be in the position that I am. And I thank God for that. And it's crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Of course, you guys did enjoy the news of that kind of stuff happening to me, but I just hope that, you know, it was a good story for you guys. Anyway, this is Dom Is Live. Be sure to drop a like on this video. Hit that sub button if you guys are new to the channel. This is Dom Is Live, and I'm out.